Welcome back to another video. Today we're back to discuss the new Chainsaw Man chapter 141. So this is the next, basically prologue to the next big arc or big fight that's going to be happening in Chainsaw Man, which we will explain later on. We are also going on a 2-week break for Chainsaw Man, so we won't see Chainsaw Man for a while, for 2 weeks, and this is the first 2-week break in a minute, probably for almost a month or so. It feels like we've been getting consistent 1-week chapters, so basically I'm assuming next chapter is going to be the really next big one, because usually Fujimoto, when he does 2-week breaks, he usually cooks for 2 weeks with his basically all his helpers and stuff like that, and drops some bangers. So next chapter is definitely going to be pretty crazy, but I did enough rambling. Let's hop into the chapter, because this is a really chill chapter. Nothing too crazy happens throughout the chapter until the end, and it's just more like vibes, just feeling more of how Denji feels about his life. So the chapter starts off with basically Denji and Naita at the grocery store, and they're basically looking at these Chainsaw Man curry buns, which is just so crazy that now in the Chainsaw Man world, Chainsaw Man is just such a huge figure, like a huge idol, like different characters like Sonic or Batman or Superman like that, where they literally have Chainsaw Man curry buns and shit like that. And also no one owns the rights to Chainsaw Man, or there's no fear of copyright infringement, so these companies are definitely just going to be using Chainsaw Man's likeness without no consequence of their actions. So that's pretty funny that this is what happens in the Chainsaw Man world. And so they're basically going around their day, and then Denji and Naita get happy because they see a devil, right? And Denji actually gets super excited because he's thinking oh man, I get to actually fight a devil. And then he remembers that he can't use, he can't become Chainsaw Man or Naita's gonna die. And he stops himself. And right when he stops himself, a bunch of public safety, and I think there's actually there's people from the school, from the Chainsaw Man church and stuff like that, actually kill the devil. And when that happened, Denji looked so happy, and then all of his happiness just went away. He just looked so tired and just over it. And you see him even start hunching over again, because when Denji's happy, he'll stand up straight usually, but then when he's upset, he really starts to hunch over and stuff like that. And so they get back to the crib, they're eating the curry buns, they're chilling with all the dogs, watching TV, just spending time together. Even Denji taking a shower and stuff like that. And then we have this really cute panel where we see Denji and Naita just brushing their teeth together. I'm just these are really brother and sister, they really are family, which we're gonna be shown more later on. The next page happens, and Denji and Naita are basically laying down, just sleeping. And then Denji wakes up because he's just stressing out about how he really wants to be Chainsaw Man. He's really thinking about what Barum told him last chapter. And you even see him look at the Chainsaw Man poster. And then Naita senses that Denji's awake and asks I can't sleep. And then Denji's yo, what's gonna happen to me from here on out? After I graduate and get a job, will I be happier than I am now? And then Naita's asking Denji a question are you unhappy, Denji? And Denji can't really give her a straight answer. And then Naita she tells Denji you're hopeless, Denji. I'll stay with you for the rest of your life. Then you'll be happy too, because I'm just that cute. And Denji sees Naita, and then he remembers. I think Denji's always thinking about wanting to be Chainsaw Man, and he keeps on remembering why he doesn't want to be Chainsaw Man. And the reason why is because of Naita, because he has a family member he needs to take care of, and has someone that he cares about. And even though he really wants to be Chainsaw Man, he's fine sacrificing his happiness of being Chainsaw Man just to have family, just to have someone that he cares about, just to have someone that cares about him, that relies on him, and to really have family, and that's Naita. And when that happens, Denji just remembers his job, which his job to do is to make sure he protects his little sister, and then grabs Naita, and they just go to sleep, right? And that was such a great moment. I feel Fujimoto's really shown to us multiple times throughout this arc that even though Denji's not Chainsaw Man right now, he wants to be, but he's not going to be, because he has a greater job to do, which is taking care of his sister. That's most important to Denji. And it's once again Fujimoto kind of bringing life to life inspirations, as you get older, and if you have a family, sometimes you gotta sacrifice your dreams to protect your family, to make sure your family is straight, to make sure your family can succeed. And I like that Fujimoto is showing that Denji also needs to do that, that Denji also is sacrificing what he wants to do, really what makes him truly happy, which is killing devils and being Chainsaw Man for Naita, and sacrificing his love life, because he can't be with Asa because Naita doesn't want him to, but also can't be with Asa because the weapons are basically saying they're gonna also try and kill Asa and stuff like that. So it feels Denji can't really have the things he wants, but then he remembers that he does have what he wants, which is a family, and has Nayata. And so after this, we actually cut to the end of the chapter where it's the weapons and they're talking, and it's Barum, and he says, "Tomorrow's the Chainsaw Man's church day of worship. The followers won't hunt any devils that appear, but the civilian and public safety devil hunters will come crawling out like cockroaches if we keep killing them. Chainsaw Man's sense of justice will brim over and he'll arrive to defeat the devils. I hope he comes." And then Sugo says, "Hey, why go this far to draw the Chainsaw Man out?" And then we actually get to see, like I forgot to say it because it wasn't that important, but in the panels we actually get to see the two other weapons devils, which is the Whip Devil, and we also get to see the Spear Devil. We don't know their actual names yet, so we're gonna probably learn that next chapter, but we get to see the Spear Devil and the Whip Devil. And in this chapter, only the Whip Devil really talks, right? And so the Whip Devil says, "Tomorrow we are weapons. Discard all thoughts," when Sugo was basically like saying why we gotta draw Chainsaw Man out. And then Sugo's like, "I'm a human, like I should think for myself." And then Barum's like, "He's right, we're humans. We're also weapons and devils too. Do you know what these three things have in common?" And then like the Whip Devil's like, "They're hard to spell." And then Barum's like, "Wrong. Humans, weapons, and devils were all born to kill. And that's why God will forgive us no matter how many people we kill tomorrow." So basically, Fujimoto's like laying it out for us that the next big arc is basically going to be an attack. Basically, an attack all over the city. And it's going to be the weapons, and then it's also going to be devils. So like the Chainsaw Man Church is not going to hunt down any devils, and it's only going to be public safety and stuff like that. And also like the weapons are going to be attacking with the devils, and they're hoping doing this that it's going to draw out Chainsaw Man. So I have a few things that I want to say. So one thing is that I believe Sugo some way somehow is going to portray his weapons and work with Denji somehow throughout this arc, because it already looks like Sugo's not really like messing with the plan of going around killing people for no reason and stuff like that, and actually like supports Denji, I think, and wants to actually truly be Denji's friend. So I think somehow in this arc Sugo's going to portray his weapons and work with Denji. This fight that I'm wondering about is that I'm wondering, are we going to see the second Chainsaw Man? Because now it's like, I'm really confused if the Chainsaw Man Church even knows about the second Chainsaw Man, because they haven't talked about him like at all, which I'm pretty sure they do, because the second Chainsaw Man is part of the Chainsaw Man Church and works with Fei-Min, works with Haruka and stuff like that. But I'm wondering like, why specifically are they trying to just draw out? I know why they're trying to draw out Denji, because they know like Denji / Bushido have the power to really kill devils, all devils, and can really stop the prophecy of Nostradamus. That's the whole point. But why haven't they brought up at all about the second Chainsaw Man at all? And are we going to see the second Chainsaw Man in this next arc? And I think so. And I'm wondering, are we going to finally get the reveal? Because so far in part 2, we've been revealed every mystery besides who's the second Chainsaw Man and what does the Justice Devil look like, who is the Justice Devil and stuff like that. So those are the two last things that, and the prophecy of Nostradamus, those are the three things that need to be revealed next. And so I'm wondering, like, next arc, like, are we going to see both the Chainsaw Mans interact again? And what's going to happen? Because the whole, basically, next arc is going to be a big fight again against the hybrids, which it's not really all the hybrids, it's just 4. It's just the Spirit Devil, Whip Devil, Flamethrower Devil, and the Sword Devil. And that's going to be the next big fight. And there's going to be, like, little devils roaming around and stuff like that. There's no, like, hints that there's going to be, like, another Primal Devil coming or another, like, hint about something else like that. There's no hints to that. So it's just going to be the weapons versus supposedly Denji. But remember, Denji's not supposed to transform at all. So I don't know how's it gonna work. Is like Asa gonna be the main one working? Okay, like, oh yeah, Asa should be the one there, because Asa's like not part, really, she's part of the Chainsaw Man Church, but she can do her own orders. So I'm pretty sure like if she sees devils attacking tomorrow, she's gonna fight. So that means, I'm assuming Denji and Asa are gonna link up again, and it's gonna be Denji and Asa versus the weapons. I would assume that's gonna happen, especially if Denji just decides, like, you know what, I have to become Chainsaw Man because the public safety can't handle it and I can handle it and stuff like that. So my idea for the next arc is definitely going to be, it's Denji and Asa versus the weapons, I guess including Hirofumi and public safety and stuff like that. But that's what it's looking like it's going to be. And hopefully we also get to see the fake Chainsaw Man, and maybe even get to see Denji and Asa and Hirofumi and public safety versus the weapons and the fake Chainsaw Man. That would be really, really cool. I think that's everything I want to say about this chapter. Thank you guys for watching the video. Leave a like, subscribe, and see more content, and hit that bell post consistently. Let me know what you think about the new Chainsaw Man chapter. Anything you think about the new arc that's going to start. What do you think is going to happen with the weapons devils? And what do you think is just like, how do you feel about Chainsaw Man right now? And I would love to read y'all comments, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.